Hey everybody, welcome to not just another episode of the Uncanny Spirits Club, but to episode 200. It doesn't seem very long ago that I was doing episode 100 and I was doing the multi-tastings of the Uncanny Spirits #1. I don't have an experiment like that this time. This is going to be a lot simpler. It's going to be a more standard tasting, but it's going to be something top shelf. Something that I didn't expect to be able to review, and I'm looking forward to it. So no big theatrics this time, unfortunately, but I do want to thank everybody who's tuned in over the years and who has agreed or disagreed or, gone out and maybe bought something that I reviewed based on what I've said about it. Don't mind me, I'm struggling with that cold and these nose hairs. I could have made a nice edited production out of this. And then you wouldn't have had that, but this is me we're talking about. And we never do that, right? We're always in the moment. There you go. So what are we drinking here in the moment? This one is special. It's going to be special. Grab it down here. Hiccups now. That happens sometimes when I cough. I have a weird esophagus. I don't know what I'm doing. Episode 200, right? And wouldn't go any other way. But today we have something special. I've seen this in my local grocery stores multiple times. I don't know how many other people have stopped to look at it or to try it or anything, both for the price and for what it is. But I kept looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I just couldn't justify spending what they had it there for. And today, I had a little bit extra to work with. And while I could have saved it for something important, of course, rather than something that's going to end up in my toilet, I thought I'd give it a go. So this is Ardbeg Smokiverse. Now, it's not infused with certain herbal medicines and things or things that you can smoke. So it's not called that because of that, right? It's because Ardbeg is a peated scotch. They use peat, the peat moss and whatever else they have out there to produce smoke for the barley. And it is it's a lot more labor-intensive process than I'm making it out to be, but I really enjoy peated whiskeys. Broccoli is my favorite whiskey of all time, and Ardbeg is very good. Lagavulin is very good. Lafrogue is really good. Lafrogue. I always forget how to say it. I'm gonna have to look back on when I first learned pronunciation. But yeah, this is the Ardbeg Smokiverse. It's called the Ultimate Ely Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. It's non-chill filtered. And this was to celebrate 25 years of Ardbeg. I didn't know that it was that new, actually. I mean, 25 years isn't a whole lot as far as the whiskey business goes. But well, actually, no. It says up here established 1815. So maybe 25 years that they've been doing a certain thing. 25 years of the Ardbeg Committee. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's important. And this one was created using an experimental process called high gravity mashing, where they vastly decreased the amount of water in the mash and packed more grain into the mix than ever before. Crushing and compressing every drop of liquid, this unconventional mash has magnified the intensity of flavor active acetate esters, whatever all that means. Ramping up the density of wort to astronomical levels, we've drawn in fruitier, sweeter flavors from the deepest corners of the mash. So, does that get you excited? I don't know. It is 96.6% or 96.6 Oh, percentage-wise, wow, that'd be a drink. 96.6 proof. It is 48.3% alcohol by volume. And it is $124.99. So it's not cheap. And under most circumstances, I would not spend that much. But I had a bit of a windfall, and I thought, you know what, might as well treat myself. It's a once a year kind of thing. If that, you can see the colors on the box, the kind of the holographic stuff. It's a nice box presentation too. Let's pop it open. Nice dark bottle, dark green bottle. Ooh, excellent. Look, you still got that holographic kind of look on the label there. I'm looking forward to this. I really am looking forward to this. Just have to find the right spot to open it. We have a little tab here that was kind of hidden. So let's undo the top here. Set that aside. Stamping on the cork and everything. Very nice. Nice little modest pop. Oh, that smells excellent. Smokiness. Ooh, this is going to be a treat for me. It looks like it is an organic cork. Again, while that may not matter to you, it doesn't really matter to me, but it may matter to someone. So it's an organic cork. Oh, that smells excellent. Love me a peated Scotch whiskey. So let's pour that in. Ooh, the color. Oh, the color is nice. Look at that. It's a nice pale yellow, a pale gold, like a pear. Very nice. I should have broke out the Bruichladdich glasses for this, even though they're not, the same, but the nice tasters, but still. Oh, that is fantastic. It's so smoky and peaty. If you are not a fan of Islay scotches or peated whiskeys in general, then you're not going to understand why I'm so into this. But man, I love it. Rob from this Uncanny Earth always tells me it's swamp water, and he's never been a big fan of it. But I like it. It's got good viscosity there. Nice drippage on the glass. Again, I have that cold still, so I'm towards the tail end of it, I think. I still have a bit of a cough, so I'm going to try to work through that. But here we go. This is the Ardbeg Smokiverse. Ooh. Ooh, that warms you right up. Oh, the smoke is so dense. Mm. But it's slow heat. You can feel it. It doesn't have a whole lot of sharpness to it. It's got a little bit on the back edges. And it's producing a lot of saliva. This one literally makes your mouth water. Mm. That is a great scotch. Is it as good as the Bruichladdich Port Charlotte 10, which is my number one of all time? It is pretty close. It's a little sharper. And the Bruichladdich is a little bit mellower. I think the Bruichladdich also is a slightly higher proof. I think it's 100 proof. It might be even higher. It might be like 102, 104, but I think it's 100 proof. But this is close, and the heat is real nice. There's a tad bit of numbness on the upper part of the palate in the mouth and on the very edges of the tongue. It's very warm though. It really warms you up. It's a nice, pleasant sensation. This would be a nice thing to have on a cold day. I've said before that peated scotches tend to have two vibes to them with the smokiness. They both evoke kind of like a campfire or a bonfire, but one of them will be like a warm bonfire where the weather is still kind of warm, but it's also starting to cool, but there's not a chill in the air just yet. So you get that warmth. Whereas the other one is on a very cool night, and you have that little campfire, and you're getting the smoky sensation in the air. It's just enough to keep you warmed up and feeling in a good mood, but it's got a nice cool breeze and everything like that. Summer's definitely over, so this is more the former. Let's see if we can get some flavors out of it on the second one, other than just all these descriptors I'm throwing at you. A little bit of honey. It's not super sweet, so it's more of the sensation rather than the actual taste. It's the essence of it, as I've said a few times on this channel. This one numbed the tongue a lot more, the second one. So it's getting difficult to pick out particular flavor notes. Definitely a lot of the peated swampiness. The smokiness is dominating. It's really taken over the entire flavor profile. But it is very, very good. If you are a fan of smoky peated whiskeys, then this is definitely a treat. Definitely a treat. I'm just sitting here just kind of zoning out at how much I like this. This is really good. But at the price tag, you know, this is one of those you get what you pay for things. And sometimes you can get burned by that kind of thought with spirits. Sometimes you drop a ton of money on something that looks really good, even though it's expensive, and it lets you down. Other things, you can go really low priced, borderline cheap, even like 10-12 bucks, and it's absolutely fantastic. So, but this is definitely a case of you get what you pay for, and it is worth every bit of the price. Now, would I have enjoyed spending less? Yes, I would have. But do I feel bad that I spent it on this? No, because this is a once a year, maybe once in a lifetime kind of moment. This is like the Octomore, although the Octomore was upwards of like $300. And I'll never do that again. Not unless I make like a ton of money just out of nowhere and become like a millionaire or something. Then maybe once in a while I'll stock a few Octomores for special occasions, but not not the average Joe kind of stuff, right? This is definitely special. This is up there with some of my favorite peated scotches. The Port Charlotte 10 is my favorite. Had to wait for my daughter. She was coming out of the bathroom and go back to her room. She's supposed to be sleeping. But if she hears me talking, she'll want to like listen. Ooh, what are you doing? Um, my favorite is the Bruichladdich Port Charlotte 10. My second favorite is the Lagavulin Offerman edition that's got the stamp of approval from Nick Offerman um, from Parks and Recreation and The Last of Us and the Lego Movie. and various other things. He was in the McDonald's movie about Ray Kroc buying McDonald's from the two McDonald brothers, with Michael Keaton. So he's been around, but he put stamp of approval on a Lagavulin and two versions of it. There's the regular that they made, and then the charred oak cask, which was very good too. I don't know which one I liked better. I don't remember. I think they were both good, and I don't think I got a chance to really compare them back to back because I had them at different times. But, so the Bruichladdich Port Charlotte 10, the Nick Offerman edition Lagavulin, and then this. This is it. This is my number 3, third favorite peated Scotch whiskey. Yeah, it's very good. Excellent stuff. I'm going to be enjoying this. And I'm not going to probably go through this all at once either. This is probably going to be something I'm going to stretch out over a number of weeks. Because it's just, this is special. It's like the Angel's Envy finished rye, where it's finished in the Caribbean rum casks. And oh my gosh, it's just so good. That is my favorite. It's my second favorite whiskey of all time. My first whiskey, of course, is the Bruichladdich. My second is the Angel's Envy finished rye, but it is my number 1 rye of all time. My favorite rye. Oh, it's just so good. It's excellent. It's fantastic. So this is great stuff. This is the once again the Ardbeg Smokiverse, the ultimate Day single malt Scotch whiskey, as they say, non-chill filtered. Created through a experimental high gravity process, they call it. It is 96.6 proof. It is $124.99 here in Ohio. So again, it's not cheap. It is not something that you're just going to buy on a whim generally. Nice presentation, nice box. You got a nice black hole and everything kind of going on there. Interesting space theme because of the high gravity space. But it's great stuff. If you like peated, smoky Scotch whiskey, this is for you. This is a treat, and this is an occasion, and this is something to sit back. If you do cigars, it's a nice event to have a cigar, sit back, and just reflect on life, I think. While everything's kind of quiet, everybody else in the house is asleep, I'm just sitting here relaxing, and this is perfect. This right here is just the perfect end of the day. It's very good. Now, if you don't like peated Scotch whiskies or peated whiskies in general, then you're not going to like it because it is very, very strong in the smoky peated taste. As I said, Ardbeg is one of the most heavily peated whiskeys in the world. The only thing stronger as far as the peat particles per volume is, or parts per million, or however they calculate it, is the Octomore series from Bruichladdich, which is, again, like $300 generally and up, depending, because the imports and everything like that. I've only been able to find them secondhand. I've never been able to order them from Bruichladdich, only from various other stores. Excuse me for scratching my nose so much. I got the nose hairs. I got to get a special set of trimmers or something. Too much information, I know. But how else will we do episode 200 of the Uncanny Spirits Club? Speaking of, once again, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. This is what started the channel, to be honest. I know most of my channel now is dominated by the gaming videos because that's, a more widely popular thing among people. But the Uncanny Spirits Club is what the channel started as, and it's still a core thing that I enjoy doing. And I appreciate everybody who's come along for the ride and who's given me their thoughts and dropped a comment, asked a question. Here's to 200 more. There's so many other spirits out there. There's so many other things to drink. Um, I already have the next video after this ready to go. Well, it's not recorded yet, but it's ready to go. I have, it's fitting what the next one is going to be, because the next one is the first scotch I ever drank. It's the first time I ever had scotch. And I didn't review it because I wasn't reviewing things at the time. I didn't have the channel doing what I was doing. But it was the Speyburn Speyside Scotch whiskey, which is a very particular flavor profile compared to other scotches. And it was the first scotch I'd ever had. And it remains different than most of the other things I've had afterwards. And I'm looking forward to revisiting that and giving you my thoughts, because I haven't had it since then, I don't think. I got it for a birthday several years ago. Again, it was before the channel was going, so it was at least before that point. So that'll be 201. So we're starting off with the memories and with the feels and all that other good stuff. But again, thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to keep on putting out videos, and we're going to put out great content. At least I think it's great content. And we're not going to go away. We're Uncanny Media. That's the new branding. It's been like that for a little while. And our goal is to become unstoppable, which we will. We're already well on our way. So anyway, thank you. I'm going to enjoy this. I really am. I'm smiling. I'm happy about it. As for the rest of you, I hope you have a great night or a great day or a great whatever time zone you're in. And as always,